When I was 20, it was 1945.
And we were wild dancers.
Caledonia, what makes your
Big head so
big
hard.
head so hard?
Oh, it's wild.
When I was 20, it was 1956. The Cold War was still on.
It was very 50s, as they say. We had to wear skirts on campus all the time.
It was 1958, and Whammo had just introduced the hula hoop.
When I was 20, it was 1962. Anytime we went on a date, it was almost certainly a date that included a tie and a coat.
It was 1964 when I was 20. I saw Ingmar Bergman's first movies.
My roommate came back with this album. This is the big thing on the East Coast. Well, Bob Dylan.
When I was 20, it was 1986. The 80s were all the rage. We wore neon bright colors. When I was 20, I'm sort of embarrassed to say I was sort of dorky, but I was talkative, as I am now, and curious, and that made for a great experience being at Oxy.
Oh, at 20, I was very clueless and nervous. I had no clue how I would ever become an adult.
When I was 20, I had just finished my sophomore year and went home with a glorious GPA of 1.83 and was placed on probation for the third time. If there was a difference greater than 180 degrees, I would use that as a description of how different I was between then and now.
Oxy turned out to be the right kind of institution for the transition from a sheltered family life to the world out there. And part of that transition was Dean Culley.
Dean Culley had a huge influence on the relationship between teachers and students.
It was hard not to have interaction with Dean Culley. He knew who you were from the minute you stepped in, and you found out pretty soon who he was.
I think everyone on campus knew who Ben Culley was. He was definitely a fixture on campus.
When I was 20, I went to Dean Culley, told him, one more year, I hardly feel educated. I certainly don't feel ready for the world. Maybe I should take a few years off. And he said, this is not your education at Oxy. This is the foundation of your education.
I am certainly indebted to the college for what I think was not just an education, it was the foundation for what I later was able to build. And I think this society is the best possible way to both honor Dean Culley and to give the college a foundation that it needs.
I am happy to give funds to Oxy to help them continue to grow and to keep the values that they have.
My hope for Occidental is that it continues to grow and improve the way it has.
I believe where we'll be 20 years from now is a better recognized institution than we are today.
In the next 20 years, I would love to see Oxy grow in terms of its prestige, which I'm already seeing happen. Oxy has formed who I am in terms of my skills, my perspective, and I feel like it's really my obligation to give back.
We've both been very lucky, and I think we were meant to share it.
It has been fulfilling to be able to come here and help make a difference.
From the wisdom of 89 years, I would really say enjoy every day, because this is just a great life.
Looking back, I would tell myself to just stay calm and take it easy and do the best you can, and it will be all right.
If I could talk to 20-year-old Dave, would I tell him, even though you've been through almost 4 years of college, boy, it's only the tip of the iceberg.